Hello everyone, this is Roger Brogan, and in this video today we're going to learn how to create an Azure function using FSharp in Visual Studio Code. One of the things that's a little bit interesting about this is that there aren't any actual templates for this at this point. So we're going to start with a C# template and adapt it from there. So I've just created a directory here in the command line that's empty, and go ahead and launch Visual Studio Code. And we'll use a couple of extensions that we have set up here. We've got the Ionide extension for FSharp, and we also have the Azure function extension. Okay, so first thing we'll do, Control P to bring up the command palette, and we'll hit the greater than sign, and we'll go over here to Azure Functions here, and what we're going to do is we're going to create a new project, and we'll just take the default value. We're going to use C# as the language. And I had some stuff in here before. I'm going to go ahead and overwrite that. And let's take a look at what got created here. We've got our VS Code demo here, which is a CS proj file. Kind of some standard stuff in there referencing the Azure functions. And we've got a local settings JSON file, just some other information about running functions locally and 2.0 version of the host. So let's go ahead and add a function as well. So back to Control P, and let's go ahead and do Azure function. Let's go ahead and create a function. And we want to create it in here. We want to create using an HTTP trigger. And let's change this just to HTTP trigger FSharp. And we'll leave it in the company function namespace. We'll leave it at function access rights. And here we go. This is kind of our standard template here. Now, we're going to start switching this over to FSharp. So the first thing that we need to do here is just rename this file from csproj to fsproj. And then we're also going to go over here and rename our function file here with the .fs extension. And now we've got the environment pretty upset at us. So let's go ahead and fix some things up here. One of the things that we do need to fix is we need to actually add this as a compilable item here. So let's go and create an item group here. Inside of our item group here, we want to add a compile item here to include our new HTTP trigger FSharp.fs file. Don't forget that closing slash there. And then this guy is definitely not having a good day, but we can translate this C# function into FSharp pretty easily. We'll just move our namespace up to the top. We'll take all of these using statements, turn them into open statements. That's the Control-Alt down arrow to select all of those. And we'll start getting rid of our semicolons. We don't need those. We actually don't need all of these open statements. We could clean those up a little bit later here if we need to. Matter of fact, we don't need that one. And we don't need all these curlies. So let's go ahead and start fixing this up here. Let's just turn this class into a module. We'll leave it with the same name here. Clean up another curly and bring this attribute over. We're going to leave these attributes in here, but we need to change them into FSharp attributes. So let's do that. And let's clear out all this. Let's declare a run method here. Let's fix our attributes in here as well. And do a little reverso of these arguments here. I'll just chop that out the front. Put it on the back. Do the same with log here. rid of some more curlies, and it's starting to shape up here. Now, let me get rid of a lot of this other code because I'm sure you don't want to watch me convert that into FSharp, but we will leave something for the demo. And let's fix up our indexer syntax here. Get rid of some more curlies. Don't forget our equal sign out here. And don't forget our return. So we've converted this real quickly over to a simple Azure function that's actually going to grab the name out of the query parameter here. And let's see what we get. We've actually got some launch settings and stuff in here. So if we take a look at that, we've got a command to attach to the C# function, and inside of our task here, we've got some things to clean and launch this. So let's go ahead and make sure we've got everything saved. Go into our debug mode, and let's just go ahead and launch and see what happens. See if I missed anything. And of course I did. Oh, yep. Forgot to put the equals in there. Let's save this. All right, so we can see it building here in the terminal. And we got a successful build. We've got the Azure function tools launching here. And if we hop back over to the terminal and everything went well, we should have gotten our nice little Azure function task there launched. And we can see that we do have it right here. If I do control click, we'll go ahead and launch. And we see that we've got it launched here. Let's go back to code and take a look at what we've got going on here. Now, that's one of the things that's really nice about this particular project here is you've seen that we've got breakpoint supported, right? So if we want to supply our name argument in there, we can see that as we come over here, it is extracted the name out of there. We can see that. A little bit small, I guess, for the screen. But as we continue through, and we go back over to Chrome, we can see, I can blow this up a little bit. That is, in fact, what we got back here. We change this to something else. And hits our breakpoint. Once again, we can continue from over here. And back to that. And there we have a working Azure function running locally in FSharp. Thank you very much.